Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So I am doing a second review of the Civic Type R because we're back with it, and we've got another spec over here. This is actually the same spec but with no options at all. The last one did have options, and this one is painted in a nice black color, but you know, I prefer the white color of course. But the black looks really cool. I mean, it's a little Batmobile. Look at this thing. Anyway, let's get to the price and start this review. So first of all, this is 200,000 dirhams. This is quite cheap for a sports car like this, like a high-end front-wheel drive sports car. You know, the Golf R is more expensive. You know, the Audi S3 is more expensive. This Japanese thing is only 199,000 dirhams. That's quite cheap, you know. So let's go through if this is really worth it for 200,000 dirhams. We're gonna start with the exterior. So first of all, since it's a black paint, I really cannot show you all of it, but if you want to, you can click the other review for the exterior of the white one as well. So over here I've got the nice tail lights, I mean the headlights, of course. What am I saying? So we've got the nice headlights, and we've got no vents, but we have one vent over there that directs air to the wheels. These awesome 19-inch wheels that are alloy, I believe. They're painted in nice matte black color. Wow, it's quite oily. And of course over there I've got red Brembo ceramic brakes. They're not real ceramics, I guess, but you know what I mean. You know, it's really good. And over there we got another vent over there, so this does help with the aerodynamics of the car. And over here at the front, you can just point out it's just very aggressive. The red Honda logo, the Type R badge, and of course this big old intercooler, which is why we need such a big grille at the front. So that's really good. It's got a big turbocharger as well, so we're gonna look at that later. Anyway, everything over here is actually different from the standard Civic, which is not here in the showroom, by the way. I don't know why, but it's wider. You can see that they've changed the parts, so it's a lot wider. And of course we have got the hood scoop, which actually does something. It actually directs air, hot air, from the engine bay, so it doesn't affect any of the end capabilities or the performance. So that's really good. Now moving to the side again, these nice wheels, as mentioned earlier, they look awesome. Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 4 tires. Yeah, it's Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. And of course this is a black color, so I can't really show you much. But over here we've got a nice side skirt, which also is specific to the Type R. So you can see that this is specific to the Type R. And over here, everything is black. But with the Type R in white color, I could have shown you more. But again, if you want to see that, just go and click the description below for the other Type R review, which is the first one I did. And then over here we've got a nice roofline. It's a hatchback, this one. They don't make a sedan, which I wish they would have made a sedan, because that's a lot better. Actually the door handles is always black, and they look really nice indeed. And of course the nice mirrors, you know, the mirrors are really cool, and it's just nice. Let me just show you around here. Look at I know it's black color, guys, okay, I get it. You can't really show you much, and of course, you know, it would have been better if it was not black. Anyway, stepping over here, we've also got our fuel cap, and then now we're gonna come back to the back. Damn, it's really like reflecting. This is a nice taillight design. I love the Klopster taillights on Civics. Always been a fan of them, including well, the last gen Civic. And of course this one does have no vents at all, though there's one fake one over there. And of course we have a rear diffuser, which actually does something. And of course we got the triple exhaust, which you cannot listen to, by the way. But there, it is a valve exhaust, right? You can see the valves are closed right now. But this middle one is what makes it loud. But not really that loud, let's just be honest. And of course we've got a very red Honda logo, Type R. And the Civic logo is in chrome. And of course, we cannot forget the big old rear wing, which is black color, not carbon fiber. But this is not carbon fiber, but you can get a carbon fiber option if you want to. And being a Civic Type R, due to weight savings, it doesn't have a sunroof. So if you're disappointed in that, please go and find another car ASAP. So let's go and review the interior right now. This time, let's do this. I think they changed out the white one. The other one's already sold. Let's go inside this one. Wow. So everything is the same, it's just that the color is different exterior. So everything else. So let's change the gear this time. And of course, if you want to change gear, press in the clutch fully. It feels so nice, man. I just love shifting the gear in this thing. The shake as well. It's very nostalgic, you know that? And you know, the shift arm is different as well. So this is like an actual like normal shift knob. This is like the normal spec, as I can see. It's really nice, you know. Sorry, reverse gear. Yeah, very impossible. So I'm pressing the clutch all the way in. So the clutch goes, yeah, very deep. See? It's very stiff as well, you know, the gear. It's like very stiff, you know, like. So it's like very nice. So it's really, really good, I should say. As well as that, everything you see here is basically really well made, and it's nice, you know. It's really like nice Alcantara interior. Red color, of course, which is very beautiful indeed. The steering wheel is also Alcantara. You've got a digital key switch. I can't open it because I can't even open the car in the first place, for God's sake. And of course, you got shift lights, you know. And of course, you know, we've got our normal ventilation, something like that. Oh, man. It's all physical as well. That's really nice. So this Type R model is Type R 8120. So this is one of the 8000 Type R built. Of course, the shift knob, everything like that. Now, you do have to push the clutch really hard just to get it in, so that you can, I don't know. But the shifter feels nice. I mean, the shifter actually feels nice, you know what I mean? So, so it's very comfortable to get your hand in. It's not like a bally type, like the Golf, you know, something like that. But it's really nice, you know, so it's really something that I would really recommend. I really like this car, though it is better if you want to get a dual clutch, or if you have a CVT, that's gonna be hell. Anyway, over here you got your door visors, of course, door visors. So guys, hey, you've got your reading light over there, and of course everything else is just as normal, you know. The infotainment system is also really good, and it's really just what we really need. It's a nice car, it's really good, and it's, yeah, nice. And over here we have our nice storage compartment over here for your needs. And these seats actually feel okay. I like the seatbelt as well. Let's just wear the seatbelt. Man, it's so nice. It feels so nice. Alright then. And you know, that's really about it, you know, about the interior on the front. And also the glove box. It's also good over here as well. You know, it's really nice. Let's first do a door test. Let's start at the back this time. So as you can see from the back, I'm gonna zoom out, even though it's worse quality. It's a really nice design. So the seats are really nice. So they've got a Type R badge over here. Though you got nice, decent leg room and decent headroom. Like the headroom, actually I'm going to point the camera back towards me. So you can see my headroom is really, really okay. I don't hit my head. And as you can see over here, this is a 4-seater. It's not a 5-seater because weight savings, of course. And we've got cup holders here instead for sporty feeling. Of course, let's wear the seatbelts for fun. The red seatbelts are amazing as well. And of course, in case you can't handle the G-force, you got your grab handles over here. And of course, everything else is just nice. Now there is a red trim, so if I close the door right now, it should appear red trim. Nope, it doesn't appear. But there is a red color trim that you can see on the Type R. And yeah, of course no sunroof, but that's okay for me if you think about it. So yeah, let's probably get out of here. Like the door handle as well. Hang on, let's do a tour test from inside. You can see the turbocharger there as well. Let's go to the front. As you can see, Type R 8120. Nice. So as you can see here, this is your gear shift, which I cannot touch. I'm not going to touch it in the passenger seat because the clutch is not even pressed in. Let's be honest with that. Your brake hold is here, your parking brake, your drive modes, even your chargers. So you have 2 types actually, which is really good. Even wireless charging, which is nice. AC climate controls, and of course, everything else that I've explained, I'm going to explain later in the driver's seat, alright? But this is all that I really have to say about the interior in the front and the rear. So let's get out of here and check out the boot space. Come on, close. All right, let's check the boot. Now it is not automatic because weight savings, of course. So I have to open it like this. Turn this up slowly. All right, so we've got 470 liters in the Civic Type R. Let me zoom up. So of course, under here you've got your spare wheel because obviously it's a track car. If one of your tire blows up, you have to keep racing, so you have to get a spare wheel, of course. But this is really all we have. Of course, we also have this thing, which is really good for your privacy, though people won't even mind it. But this is very easy to remove and store, so it's really just an amazing design. So that you can also like fold the seats down from here, which I can just do from here. You just have to it's so hard because I'm not strong, you know, it's just hard. So what you have to do is go back here and of course fold down the seats from here. But you can fold down the seats and then it gives you a better legroom. They almost collide there. Then if you're done, you can just put this back, which is already back. You have to slam it. I've slammed it there. Okay, there we go. Because of that, we have to slam this thing. So hold this, bring it back down, push this, don't touch the spoiler. Yep, I know it's gonna get hard sometime, but we know the tricks here. And let's check out the best thing about this car, which is its engine. Here is your beautiful engine. This is the Honda K20C1 engine carried over from the FK2 2015 model and the FK 2018 to 2020 model. So this is a 2-liter, not naturally aspirated. This is, I know everyone's saying naturally aspirated because K20A, but this is a K20C1. So it is a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4 that makes 320 horsepower in Japan, and over here this is the US production version, so it makes 315 horsepower and 420 newton meters of torque. And as you can tell, it is basically front wheel drive with a 6-speed manual only. Now of course, loving all the detail that Honda made. I love the carbon fiber and the red detailing on this, and as well as that, it's just a nice engine. It's really nice. I wish you could hear it, and obviously we can't. And your turbocharger's over there. Your turbocharger over there. The intake's over here, and it's just a very nice design. You can see really how well they've integrated the hood like vent, and it's just a very nice engine overall. It's a masterpiece of an engine. Yes, it might not be the K20A that we all love, but it's still a nice engine in the end. I think the K20C1 is actually it's still a high revving iVTEC engine. It still has VTEC, but on the exhaust side. And it still revs to 7,000 RPM, which is still quite high for a turbocharged car. When you say like the Golf R can only do like 6,500 maybe, or the Golf GTI or any other high-performance car can do like 6,000 plus RPM. Not really this Type R, because this has 7,000 RPM worth, and this is the only JDM hot hatch ever. But I think it was a mistake. I don't think they should have entered the hot hatch range. They should have just kept it like simple, you know. And basically that's really that. So just it, you know. This is a beautiful engine, and of course we have to get to the conclusion right now, so I have to close this engine. So yeah, so what is my conclusion for the Civic Type R? Well, it's a good car. I love it. I love it. You know, I said in my previous review I love it, but this one I actually love it. It's just that it's in the wrong color for this review. Which is not really identical. I actually wanted blue color. I love the blue color on the Civic Type R. It looks amazing. But anyway, that is really about it. 200,000 dirhams worth? Yes, really recommend it. It's a really good car, really good for the money, and it's just an all-around track car, sports car that you can drive. You can really feel it in your heart, you know. And me being a Honda fan myself since I was young, I really love it, you know. We have a Civic back in Malaysia, not like a Type R, but it's really good. This thing is just as good as that. I just love it, you know. And when people modify this, I bet it can be a monster. It's just that I'm waiting for someone to literally K20A swap it so that I can give out the full impression. Because the engine in this, again, the K20C1 is good, but not really that interesting to me. So it's really nice. And that's basically my conclusion. I cannot drive it, of course. I haven't driven it, anything like that. But it's really good. So that is what I can say about this car. And that's about it, guys. See ya.